Lecture 1. Introduction to Text and Discourse. Text and discourse is a multifaceted field that investigates how texts and discourses function across various cultural, linguistic, and social boundaries. This area of study encompasses a broad spectrum of communication forms, including written texts such as novels, academic papers, and articles, as well as spoken discourse found in conversations, speeches, and media broadcasts. The core focus of this discipline is to analyze the relationships between texts and the contexts in which they are created and interpreted, illuminating how meaning is constructed and conveyed. Understanding the interplay between text and discourse involves examining not only the content within a text, but also the various factors that shape its production and reception. These factors include historical and cultural contexts, societal norms, and the intended audience. For instance, a literary work produced during a specific historical period may reflect the social attitudes and values of that time, influencing how contemporary readers interpret its themes. Similarly, the discourse used in political speeches may be tailored to resonate with particular audience demographics, revealing the strategic choices made by speakers. The significance of studying text and discourse lies in its ability to reveal how language functions as a tool for expressing ideas, emotions, and identities. Language is not merely a means of communication. It shapes our perceptions of reality and influences our interactions with others. By analyzing texts and their discourses, we can uncover the underlying ideologies, power dynamics, and cultural narratives that inform our understanding of the world. This exploration allows us to critically engage with texts, fostering a deeper appreciation of their complexities and implications. Furthermore, the field of text and discourse recognizes that language operates within a broader social framework. This means that our understanding of text is always contextualized by factors such as class, race, gender, and geography. For example, the way power is articulated in political discourse can vary significantly across cultures, reflecting differing societal values and structures. By examining these nuances, students will learn to appreciate the richness of language and its role in shaping human experience. The primary goal of this course is to introduce students to the fundamental principles, methods, and critical approaches in the study of text and discourse. Throughout the course, students will gain the tools necessary to analyze and interpret texts from diverse genres and contexts. This analytical skill set will enhance their understanding of how discourse shapes perceptions of reality and informs cultural narratives. To achieve this goal, the course will encompass a variety of instructional methods, including lectures, discussions, group projects, and hands-on activities. Students will engage with theoretical frameworks and methodologies that guide discourse analysis, allowing them to explore texts in a structured and systematic manner. Through practical exercises, students will learn to identify key features of texts and understand their implications within specific cultural contexts. Additionally, students will be encouraged to reflect on their own experiences with language and communication, allowing for a more personal engagement with the material. This reflective practice will not only enhance their learning experience, but also foster critical thinking skills that are essential for analyzing texts and their broader societal implications. By the end of the course, students will be equipped with the analytical tools necessary to engage with texts critically and thoughtfully. Objectives of mastering the discipline. Develop an understanding of intertextuality. Students will explore how different texts and discourses interact and influence each other across cultures and time periods. This includes examining references, allusions, and adaptations that illustrate the interconnectedness of literary and discursive practices. For example, a contemporary novel may draw on classical literary themes while also addressing modern social issues, thus creating a dialogue between past and present. Understanding intertextuality will enhance students' ability to see connections between different works and appreciate how they inform one another. Learn to critically analyze texts. Students will acquire discourse analysis techniques that reveal underlying themes and cultural specifics. By applying these techniques, they will learn to dissect texts to uncover their deeper meanings and the ideologies they may promote or challenge. This critical analysis will involve looking at aspects such as language choice, narrative structure, and the socio-political implications of the text. For instance, analyzing the use of metaphors in a political speech can reveal how certain ideologies are normalized or challenged. Familiarize with core concepts. Key concepts in text and discourse studies will be introduced, including intertextuality, genre theory, and the sociocultural context of texts. Understanding these concepts will provide students with a robust theoretical foundation for analyzing texts. For instance, genre theory will help students recognize the conventions that define different types of texts and how these conventions shape meaning. By understanding the characteristics of various genres, students will be better equipped to navigate the nuances of different forms of discourse. Cultivate a global perspective. The course will encourage students to adopt a broader perspective on text and discourse that transcends national and linguistic boundaries. This approach will enable them to engage with global narratives and recognize the diverse ways in which culture is expressed through discourse. By examining texts from various cultural contexts, students will develop a more nuanced understanding of global issues and perspectives. This global perspective is increasingly important in our interconnected world, where cross-cultural communication is commonplace. Text and discourse studies has emerged as a significant field in response to the complexities of communication in a globalized world. This field encompasses the analysis of how texts are constructed and how they function within various social contexts. Theoretical frameworks within this discipline draw from linguistics, sociology, cultural studies, and literary theory, creating a rich tapestry of insights that inform our understanding of discourse. Interconnectedness of texts. One of the key areas of focus is the study of how texts reference, influence, and adapt one another. This interconnectedness highlights the dynamic nature of language and its capacity to evolve over time. Intertextuality, a critical concept in this area, examines how texts are shaped by their relationships with other texts. This concept allows scholars to trace the lineage of ideas and themes across different works, revealing how cultural narratives are constructed and transformed. For instance, Shakespeare's plays have influenced countless adaptations in modern literature and film, demonstrating how texts can resonate across time and genres. Language and social realities. A critical examination of how language is employed in text is crucial for understanding how it shapes social realities, power dynamics, and identity formation. Language serves as both a reflection of and a tool for social structures. For example, the way gender is expressed in language can reinforce or challenge societal norms. Through discourse analysis, students will explore how linguistic choices reflect and perpetuate ideologies. This exploration will enable students to critically assess the implications of language use in various contexts, such as how media representations can shape public perceptions of marginalized groups. Literature and context. Investigating how literature is influenced by and reflects the historical and cultural context in which it is produced is essential for understanding contemporary narratives. Themes such as migration, colonialism, and globalization will be explored to illustrate how texts engage with social issues and reflect the complexities of human experience. For example, post-colonial literature often addresses the legacies of colonialism and their impact on identity and culture, providing insights into the struggles for autonomy and representation. By situating texts within their historical contexts, students will gain a deeper appreciation for the ways in which literature can serve as a commentary on societal issues. Analyzing different genres, such as poetry, prose, and media texts, will provide insights into their conventions and the specific ways they convey meaning across cultures. Each genre has its unique stylistic features and communicative purposes, which shape how audiences interpret texts. Understanding these conventions is vital for effective analysis. For instance, the narrative techniques used in a novel may differ significantly from those employed in a scholarly article, reflecting the distinct objectives and audiences of each genre. By studying genres, students will learn to appreciate the diversity of discourse and the role it plays in shaping cultural narratives. In summary, this introduction to the field of text and discourse sets the stage for an in-depth exploration of how language functions in various contexts. By examining the interplay between text and discourse, students will gain valuable insights into the construction of meaning, the influence of culture, and the role of language in shaping our understanding of the world. Through the objectives outlined in this course, students will develop the critical skills necessary to navigate the complexities of discourse, enhancing their academic and personal growth.